the two big
North Melbourne and Collingwood were no strangers to September pressure and met in a sudden death final for the 4th consecutive year. Just under 83,000 fans packed the MCG to see who would keep their 1980 premiership hopes alive.
That's his best mark for the quarter.
Have North got any forwards? A burning question taken by Daryl Schimmelbusch. Cleverly played. Now Blight with a chance. Lines them up 40 metres out and puts it through. The answer took just 30 seconds.
Out to Magro. Magro dodges cleverly to Moore. Moore kick number 13 if he wants to give it. He runs past with great skill. Hand passes to Captain Shaw. In trouble from Greg. Out to Barham. A great football. Brilliantly back to Greg to Shaw. And Dempsey beaten by a great mark. Brilliantly taken by Olsen. Well, that was a perfect classical display of team football. Out to Barham, shoots for goal, and does it.
Play on. Dench. Again, fumbling. Well, McCann loses it to Ray Shaw. Great play, Shaw. One bounce. The long one in towards goal. It's there. Great goal by Ray Shaw.
There's a chance now for Magro. Gets the ball, kicks it wide to the member stand side of the ground. Craig Davis. What a mark.
And from the centre line, Picken puts Collingwood into attack with an ungainly kick. Floated a long way, in fact beat everybody but Dench, who gives it to Jarrett. He goes out wide looking for Schimmelbusch. Byrne wearing him like a glove. Schimmelbusch goes to ground and that gives Byrne the jump. But through goes Schimmelbusch, backed up by Henshaw. On to Brightest, great play North Melbourne. One bounce, past the member stand. A second one, he's being mowed down by Morris. Great chase by Morris. Kicks to full forward now, Glendinning. Oh, why did he short pass, but he's done it well. And the mark taken by Wright, only 20 metres out directly in front. Well, very unselfish play from Glendinning. I wonder whether it was wise. It came off.
Certainly lessened the angle, Tim, but I had the same feeling as you did. Why did he do it? But it was successful, so therefore you condone it.
Wright has kicked a goal this quarter and has kicked a second. He only came on at half-time. He's been on the field 15 minutes, has kicked 2, and North Melbourne lead by 10 points.
Waiting now as North Melbourne put it into play on the grandstand side, looking for Malcolm Blight, the big leaper. Behind it's Schimmelbusch, Wayne Schimmelbusch. A chance now for Wayne once again. Blight, beautifully to Brighters. Brighters quickly onto McCann. McCann, the half-forward flank, can put it right down, and a lovely pass towards the forward pocket. Picked up by Jarrett. A bad hand pass goes straight to Wearmouth. Wearmouth is downed. Downed once again is Ronnie Wearmouth against Brighters. There's Kevin Morris.
Morris's free kick, backward of centre wing, up towards half forward. Alan Davis with 2 to beat. Craig Davis supporting, but Dench comes away with the ball. Onto Ick, bad bounce, half-hearted Ick. Dacos, dispossessed. Play on. Dench, again Ick fumbling. Well, McCann loses it to Ray Shaw. Great play, Shaw. One bounce. The long one in towards goal. It's there.
Moore and McCann again. Moore with the greater strength and the greater skill. Beautiful hand pass to Shaw. Ray Shaw steadies. Boots it downfield. Running to the fight of the ball is Dench and Ramsey. It's going to beat them. It beat them. Play on, says the umpire. Glendinning holding the defence together. Out to Blight. Blight back to Glendinning. Glendinning goes for the run in front of Domberg. Wide to Jarrett. Jarrett will kick it down to the full forward line. Looking for Dempsey. Dempsey will mark. Dempsey will mark over the top of his opponent. He's been resting for the last 5 minutes, and that was beautiful football instituted by Glendinning. And there was Big Gary, Big Demps.
I think it came from a bad mistake of umpiring by Cameron. I reckon Moore marked that ball.
Here comes Dempsey, shoots for goal from 15 metres out and converts a wonderful opportunity. That's a Dench and Barham. Down it comes. Barham again. Across it goes towards Carlson. Carlson fumbles. Still has time to recover and kicks it back towards an open goal. And he has put it through.
It's on their half-forward line. Dempsey easy because Moore fell over. Dacos again. Still struggling to get it, but Moore took it away from him. His kick is smothered. Comes up towards that half-forward line. There's a chance. Going, oh, grab. Down he goes. The umpire says play on. 2 Collingwood players here. Moore. You'll have to hurry. Serve, balks beautifully. The touch of a class of champion. And it's a great Davis mark in the goal square. And Peter Moore was the fellow that put it there. "17 minutes now. Another goal to Collingwood. And they go to 14-18 to 13-9.
Another September classic between the Roos and the Pies, with nothing in it all afternoon. In the end, it was the Magpies, led by stars such as inspirational wingman Ricky Barham, scraping home to keep their season alive with a thrilling 8-point win.
Captain Shaw in trouble from Greg. Out to Barham, this great football. Brilliantly back to Greg to Shaw. And Dempsey beaten by a great mark. Brilliantly taken by Olsen. Well, that was a perfect classical display of team football. Out to Barham, shoots for goal and does it.
Meanwhile at Waverley, Carlton and Richmond renewed their September rivalry, this time around in the qualifying final before more than 59,000 fans. And the Tigers certainly took no prisoners in the opening term. This infuriating Carlton coach Percy Jones and leading to an amazing scuffle between he and Richmond coach Tony Jewell at quarter time.
And beats Burke to the ball. Austin chips it over the top. Again, Carlton getting a long way out of the clear. This is Marcoux. Bounces across the half-back line. Straight.
The Tigers were in control, leading by 26 points at the first change. But could the reigning premiers fight back?
Carlton centre half forward goes for goal and it's blue. And Carlton have kicked the last 2 goals and are coming back. Southby with a 15-metre penalty from half-back flank. Up towards half-forward, Warren Jones and Lee. Lee thumps it, worth a kick about 30 metres to centre wing. Brilliant Rains. Gets away from Clont. Rains, not a good kick to centre half forward. Dool is there. Oh, missed it. Picked up out there by Smith. Handball to Jess. He goes for goal and he's kicked it.
Very high-spirited qualifying match at VFL Park before a crowd of 60,000 people. McClure wins, still fumbles. Great shot by Clont. Carlton's 5th goal.
Dool's kick up towards centre half forward. Lead by McClure. Tempany's there. Oh, a fine mark over the top of him by Harms.
McConville and Armstrong get to do his boot. But all the Carlton players are covered now. Great stuff from Oldhouse. Oh, he's a powerhouse of a player.
Francis McConville calling for it at centre half forward. Katoggio back there too. Mackay, oh, great mark. That's vintage Mackay for you.
Terry Smith to take the free kick on the half-back line for Richmond, and down to the wing looking for Jess, but he's out of position. It's up to Lee now, and Mackay, who's also limping. He's got a hamstring worry too, I believe. They've got lots of trouble, Carlton, and look at that. Oh, a fierce run through. That's Scrimshaw beating the ball out of the pack. Bartlett again. Good handball. Better handball. Brian Wood a chance now. 30 metres out perhaps. Lines up. Good play, Richmond. That was first-class football, first-class finals football by the Tigers.
Bartlett from wide out in the forward pocket. 45 metres from goal. He's kicked 4-3. Going for his 5th. Right in the goal square. Oh, McConville up in front of the pack but couldn't mark. Down to Marcoux. English didn't expect it. Wiley's done a lot of interceptions. Left foot snap for goal. Second goal to Robert Wiley.
He got a couple of ankle taps and a headlock. I think he deserved that. Oh, great play by Wells. An open goal. It's floating back. Yes, it's through. A great goal to Greg Wells. Richmond very lucky then. Done to relieve. Welsh hasn't been sighted, number 31, since quarter time. In fact, Welsh outmarks him and gets one right across the side of the face. Wells, an open goal, just it is. That's his fourth.
Gathered by Marcoux. 24 as well as he breaks away. A look at a shot. Oh, and another goal for Greg Wells.
Blues lead by 5 goals. A perfect centre bounce. Lee just marginally. Wiley under Rawlings. Now they're starting to get their teamwork going. Right. No 2 bites of that one. A superb mark by Michael Roach.
He'd be just about vying with Barham.
Richmond winning through to the second semi against Geelong with an impressive 42-point win over the Blues, who would now face Collingwood in the cutthroat first semi-final.
That time down the front to Jess. Bartlett at the back. Hands to it. Still a chance for Bartlett. He's straight. Oh, great football, Kevin Bartlett. 6 goals for the game.
Goes to Fitzpatrick. Doesn't travel all that far. But
And more than 94,500 fans packed the MCG to see the old rivals once again square off in yet another fiery September sudden death shootout.
Tried to scoop it out. There's the ferocity of Magro going in, and he's going to get a free kick, and it's against Young. On to Klomp. Byrne is there. Got 2 hands to it. Marku, oh, great tackle by Byrne.
First of the ball will be Barham. He's got plenty of pace and he doesn't really need it here because he's got metres. Malin mowing him down. A good chase by Malin. 3 bounces Barham. Oh, what scintillating stuff by Barham. 4 bounces. Drops the short pass into Waldo. And what fantastic football.
McClure wants a good bounce, in trouble. Gets it across to the wing position, Harms. A great spearing hand pass to Wayne Johnston. On to Sheldon. Sheldon running with the flight of the ball, gets a good bounce. Will give it across to Mackay. Trouble, gets past him. Steadies and shoots from the angle. Shoots for goal and puts it through.
Plays on quickly, runs into the centre, tremendous turn of speed, and a thumping kick down, looking for Craig Davis again. Tony Shaw for the crumbs. Shaw, Davis, or Davis is still battling hard. Sheldon there. Davis wants support, there's none about. Newell grabs him, he tries to get his kick. He's still in there, doing it all by himself. He gets a floor from King. An open goal coming up for Collingwood. King stabs it in, and he throws.
Wearmouth could go on with it now. Goes for the run and beautifully to Barham. Barham in trouble, back to Wearmouth. Wearmouth back to Barham. Barham will shoot for goal. And puts it through free throw.
All Collingwood in defence and they come out of it with a free kick. And the hand pass quickly comes from Ireland to Moore and on to Byrne, and Collingwood are out of trouble as Byrne gets the kick up towards centre wing. Wells in front. Oh, it's knocked down towards Stewart. Taken though by Harms. Backs his pace and wins brilliantly. Bursts through the centre of the ground. Goes long. Mackay sets himself for Carlton and has got it. A great mark by David Mackay. So Dacos from centre half forward. Just too far out to score, I'd imagine. Lead coming from low. Dacos thinks about it, but then decides to go long. Does kick long. It won't quite make it. Plenty up. Oh, great mark, King.
It just shows you what he can do when he puts his mind to it. He can do anything when he's in the mood. 3rd mark to Rene King.
Vintage King.
12 goals to 4 after half-time saw the Magpies end Carlton's back-to-back dreams and exact some small measure of revenge for their 1979 grand final heartbreak. Collingwood marching on to the preliminary final to the tune of 50 points.
Breaks away with strength, snaps with the left boot, and has put it through for a miracle goal. A great goal by King. 3rd goal.
Oh, he beat them far too easily. Oh, he beat them too easily, that tackling.
A bounce.
The Magpies would face the loser of the second semi between minor premiers Geelong and the premiership favourites Richmond at Waverley. And more than 65,000 fans saw the fresher Cats come out firing to lead by 2 goals at quarter time.
Then he kicks it up towards a good lead up here from Johnson, but Johnson's beaten for it. Coming in to help him now is Whitcomb, and also Floyd comes back to Turner. Turner got his kick up towards the forward line, looking for Bright. He's got it, gives a long hand pass back here to Taylor. Taylor's got away, gives it back towards Terry Bright. Bright gives a hand pass out to another teammate. Goes into Bruce Nankervis. Goal. Great football, Geelong. Yes, unusual for Roach. Could have been penalised there. Throw in. Jess, oh, but look at that knock by Blake. 20 to 30 metres. Capitalise on it, and he does. Whitcomb gets the ball up towards the centre wing position and has found Taylor. Taylor's got the board wide, goes to the half-forward flank. His kick is smothered a little bit. Easy for Richmond. Mount gives it across to Wiley. Wiley's into attack, drives it up towards centre half-forward. A chance for Jim Jess. Middle miss from the back, thumps it away. Comes out here to his card, not the card, but towards Boss. Up towards the centre wing. Kelvin Matthews is on. He's on his own. Gets the big lead from Terry Bright. Bright snaps it up on the half-forward flank. Another left footer going up towards the lead from Johnson. Now, what a piece of football from Terry Bright.
Rod Blake winning in the ruck so far against Lee, but Lee beats him this time with a 40-metre hit. Well, with the bounce, it's almost gone 50. Here's Monteith. Oh, tapping brilliantly to Bartlett. Going for his 4th goal. And it's a great kick by Humphrey. He's done it again.
Takes the kick from centre-half forward. It's a long kick. It's Roach and 2 Geelong defenders. And there we go. On Bartlett again! Number 6, Kevin. The same as he kicked last week in his crackerjack game against the Blues. It's a beautiful kick from Rains and a pack of players.
But the Tigers slowly overpowered the Cats as the match wore on, booting 7 goals to 4 after half-time to run out 24-point winners and book themselves their first grand final berth in 6 years. The Cats with no answer to veteran Tiger champions Francis Burke and Kevin Bartlett. KB finishing with 8 straight in a classic match-winning performance.
8 goals, Kevin Bartlett. The breeze just marginally favouring Geelong's end in the first quarter, but not by much.
So the 1980 preliminary final pitted minor premiers Geelong under first-year coach Bill Goggin against perennial September disappointments Collingwood under Tommy Hafey. More than 75,500 fans flocked to Waverley to see who would win the right to challenge Richmond for the 1980 flag. These two sides had met twice during the season for 1 win apiece, and it was the Magpies who took the early advantage. The Pies led by 9 points at quarter time and maintained that advantage to the main break.
Surprises me. I think in a line ball like that, the man in the front usually gets the nod, and Ian Nankervis most unhappy and gets 15 metres. Oh, bad blue by the skipper.
When he had no chance of contesting for it. Here's Dacos. Bright goes through again. Umpires put the whistle away. Here's Turner showing pace to get away from them. Sees Peter Moore, has to balk. Short passes to the half-forward flank. Awkward bounce for Lunn. Well done, Morris. Well done again by Morris.
Great stuff.
Out of bounds.
Malaki going off the ground. He's broken a finger.
They lead by 9 points, and we've played nearly 4 minutes in the second term. Stewart against Blake again, favoured by the bounce. Chance for kick if he could get it onto the boot. Tried to do too much. Foolish play, and Floyd picks up the loose ball. Gets the hand pass to Boss. Further onto Ian Nankervis, and the Cats out of trouble. Featherby creates space on centre wing, and he'll put Geelong into attack. Up towards half forward, Bright versus Island. Bright took the honours in the first term. Does well here. Very clever play by Bright. Oh, great pass to Brungs. And that was puncture from Terry Bright. Brungs 40 metres out, slight angle. Half a lead from Johnston. Johnston still unopposed, but Bruns decides he'll have a pot shot. 6th kick to Neville Bruns. If he kicks a goal here, Terry Bright deserves 5 points. Not a bad looking kick. Good kick. Threads it through. Great goal by Bruns of Geelong, their third, and the margin back to 3 points, and Bruns kicks his second.
Through lack of form has really come back with vengeance now. Up towards Kink, who's in the middle of all that. There seems to be Geelong players everywhere. Nankervis again. Ball will be in the way this time if he can pluck it in. He does. About 30 metres out from Geelong's goal. Across to Byrne. Now Burns got to kick it long as Stewart leads. He's outnumbered there, but oh no, he doesn't get on the second bite. Punched away. It's all Geelong again. There's a million of them here. Turner. Out to Princeton. Runs into centre half forward. Bangs it down. Bright again. Johnston punched away. Picked up by Bruns. This way, that away. Which way will it go? It's home.
6 goals to 4 in the third term gave Collingwood a very handy 20-point break at the final change. But the Cats were expected to finish the stronger as this game built towards a thrilling climax.
Covering a lot of ground, Murray Whitcomb. This one up towards the wing. Kick number 8 for Whitcomb. At the back, and a clever one-handed mark by Picken. It's a Geelong free kick to be taken by Hawkins at right half-back.
Hawkins now. Into the man on the mark. That was Davis, but it comes back to Hawkins. Hawkins has plenty of time, gets the handball away to Boss. Boss in turn to Blake. He's got a steady. Knocked off the kick by Kick. On to Shaw. Over the top to Stewart. Stewart in turn across to Lowe. Lowe dummies and weaves. Or he wants support. There's none there. Young comes out. Boss again gets it across to Taylor, who's been the man of the match up the back line. Nankervis. And away they go through Smith. Jan Smith up towards half-back. Has a bounce. A long kick looking for Turner once again. Oh, Madro interfered with Turner. No free kick given. Here's a chance for Johnston. He's deep on the half-forward line looking for Bright. He's out of position. And Ireland wins for the first time today.
Collingwood by just a goal. Blake gets the knock, but straight to Dacos. Up to half forward. Kick comes from behind, but hopelessly behind. Featherby gets the kick forward for the Cats. Johnston. Oh, what a leap! Couldn't take the mark, though. Taken away by Clark. He can kick his second in 30 seconds. And he goes. Scores a medal.
Young's on the ball now. It's all Collingwood. Stewart paddles along to pick up a good bounce. Good smother. Oh, goes straight past them all. They ball up, no play on the call. Tony Shaw, Dacos from 35 out. It's a goal. Collingwood 8 points in front.
Eighth kick to Nankervis, making a return to the team. Oh, big leap by Hawkins. Davis breaks the tackle of Bots. Right puts it to goal. Not a bad kick. Great goal by Davis.
Geelong fought back valiantly in the final term, and Neville Bruns had this snap with just seconds remaining to put the Cats in front and into the 1980 grand final.
Johnston both there. Johnston stays at the back, runs into trouble. Clark at the back, handballs to Bruns. 50 metres out, a snap is offline. Brings up and behind.
Collingwood by that margin in one of the all-time great preliminary finals.
4 points the difference.
Just over 31,000 fans were at the MCG to see whether North Melbourne could snap their three-game losing streak against the inconsistent reigning premiers who were striving to return to the top five.
Beaten there for a judgment by Strawn, who's much slower, and pops it over the cricket wicket practice area, and Law almost unloaded Wiley. Wiley a chance now from a very acute angle. Buries it. Oh, cracking goal. On to Waitman. Back to range. Beautiful stuff, this. Can he kick another long bomb? No, it's dropping short. Jess is flat-footed. Got it! Oh, terrific.
Oops, side of his boot. Could be okay. Waitman there. Henshaw late. Up and away, Waitman. Jess doubling back into the goal area. That's his target. Oh, he won't lead Jess. It's a great goal. Easily. Into centre half forward. Waterson is there, behind. Yes, he does it well. Plays on quickly, fires for goal, and that's a great individual effort by Colin Waterson.
Down to centre half forward, Glendinning. Oh, gee, Wood almost marked him then. Goulding picks up, drops a handball to Spencer, gets a call from McCann, 30 metres out. Blight only metres out, goal.
He's kicked it for the wrong opening.
Yes. I couldn't believe it, neither can he. He kicked it to the wrong opening, he did. He ran right past it. Now, he did.
Richmond broke the game open with a 7-goal second term, and try as they might, things just weren't going right for the Roos. Pressure continuing to build on captain coach Malcolm Blight after he ran into an open point. Richmond back on the winners list to the tune of 43 points, farewelling retiring club legend Francis Burke in style.
It's almost in the centre of the ground.
Meanwhile at Moorabbin, the struggling Saints hosted the bottom of the ladder Demons in a crucial game for the race to avoid the wooden spoon. St Kilda had lost 8 of their last 9, while the hapless D's had dropped their last 10 straight.
Flower gets his first possession. Up into the mud. Flower and Fiddler. Comes to Hardiman at the back. He's kicked back to centre half forward. All St Kilda. They could have spoiled each other then. Socket forward by Healy again. Croswell. Right in front, 20 metres out, and he goes. Smith towards the outer side. Barker. Oh, what a mark with a wet ball. Fantastic leap by Trevor Barker. Goes for the handball infield, and there's a great mark by Gary Hardiman. And Hardiman, playing only his second game for the year, is doing extremely well.
He was the best piece of football for a while, the 24-minute mark, that one, Hardiman and Barker. Well played, Flower. Cross to Elshaw. Elshaw got lots of time to, with his left foot, boot it to Croswell. Thomas up with him. Behind is Dernan. Dernan on the half-back flank will give it across to Brown. Brown. Whoa, Crackers behind the play. Picked in there by the brilliant Barker. Barker will boot them into attack. And he kicks it straight to Gary Hardiman. Hardiman comes downfield. In play is done, misses it. Elshaw will give it to the captain. Robert Flower in centre wing position. Boots it beautifully to Keenan.
Vernon back into it again, back to Thomas. Centre wing. Up towards half forward. In front, Cunningham.
Cunningham well marked brilliantly to Hewitt. Hewitt out towards the flank looking for Middlemiss. Good pass and a magnificent pass. Splendid football. Hewitt drove the ball wide and Glenn Middlemiss took a beautiful juggling one-hander. Jackson on the ball.
The Saints exploded after half-time, slamming on 12 goals to 1 in some of their finest football for the season to run away with a 72-point win. Trevor Barker, the darling of the Moorabbin faithful, once again. The match of the day was at Waverley, with league leaders Collingwood facing the third-place Cats. With their last 2 encounters decided by little more than a kick, the 50,000 fans were fully expecting another thriller, and they weren't to be disappointed.
Charging out is Craig Davis. He's away from one. Caught with a second one. A shot for goal of his own. A great goal by Craig Davis.
But they're playing with a lot of endeavour. Up towards Blake. Down the back. No one there. Bruns, kick number 8. Could be a goal. It is a goal. What a fantastic effort by Bruns. To half forward. Barham, lovely hand pass to Brewer. Well tackled, but now King spears it through.
Termy is the player kicking the ball out at the 25.5-minute mark in this quarter. Oh no, what a mark! Beautiful mark to Yates. Under these conditions, that was really top class. A short pass coming out to Matthews, and he's got it.
With less than a kick separating the two sides at the first 3 changes, it was the Magpies who once again finished the stronger over the Cats. 5 goals to 1 in the final term, giving them a vital 18-point win.
Well, if that's 10 metres from where he fell over to where the umpire is.
Graham Allen, 20 metres out directly in front, will certainly put Collingwood in front. Puts them a goal in front.
Quick to recover and pick the ball up.
South Melbourne headed to the Western Oval in round 15, determined to snap a 6-game losing streak and rewrite a poor record at the venue, which had seen them win there just once in 11 years, and they started in style.
He races on. He's got the lead from a South Melbourne player, and that is
Browning.
Mark Browning. Another goal coming up.
Carroll again.
Good kick down towards centre half forward. Knock away. Came out here towards McKenna. McKenna grabs it for Footscray. A lead coming from Loveless. Good bit of football from McKenna. Gave the handball, I don't know why, back to Terry Wheeler. Back towards Knight. A hand pass to anybody. He had no method in his play at all. Terry Wheeler's got it. Tried to give a hand pass. Nearly succeeded to. Kenny Wheeler!
Always uses the ball. And look at that. Nice not to be let down for once. Finds Teasdale beautifully. Goes long. All right, let it go. Carroll racing after it. Kept in play beautifully by Carroll to right. Can he beat them off? Yes, he can. And a very good goal, South Melbourne. Carroll, take your share of the credit.
Kicks the ball across.
The Swans playing their best football for 2 months to register an impressive 63-point win.
Which has been pretty good today. Carter's finally got the ball out here towards Bernie Evans. A long hand pass goes across to Francis Jackson. He'll do a good long kick. Gee, kicks it well. Over the head of the back goal coming up to Roberts.
The Melbourne supporters cheering.
It was top versus bottom as traditional rivals Melbourne and Collingwood met at the MCG, with less than 31,000 fans reflecting the sad state of Melbourne's fading appeal.
Out a chance for Magro. Will he get there in time? It bounced through. Moyer does it well. Oh, a long kick. Magro's there by himself, nearly. Oh, good mark, Magro. Smith at fullback will go sideways. Yes, he will. Out to Glenn Giles. Over the top, a loose man. Yes. Oh, Michael Young under pressure from Allen of Collingwood. Chevening by Wiedemann. Allen draws a player, which is Williams. Open goal, fires. Collingwood scores. Great play by the Magpies. Now, too far out to score. So a long kick. It's going to land about 15 metres out from goal. Moore up. Byrne is there. Williams doing very well in these conditions. Allen again outnumbered. O'Donnell, hand pass. Oh, a soccer kick by Jackson. It beat about 3 players. Kick off the ground. Great goal, Melbourne. Kick by Kelly O'Donnell.
Nicely done by O'Brien again. He's played extremely well. It's kick number 12 to him. Goes across to O'Donnell, onto Elshaw. Down to Woods Jackson. Worthington Jackson in front. Oh, drop the sitter. The crumbs cross off the ground. Sideways. A chance for Melbourne. Moyer gets a call from Jackson. Puts it on his boot. Fires and scores a goal.
The D's putting up a spirited fight, but the Pies too strong, cruising to their 4th straight win to the tune of 22 points.
Whoops. Run come out. Knocked on by Weedham, and the handball into Irwin's arms. He has a look. It's not a bad kick. It's coming round beautifully.
Oh, great goal.
Great goal.
At Cardinia Park, Geelong and Richmond were fighting out a crucial contest of their own. The winner would settle inside the top 5, while the loser would fall a game behind. And young Geelong rising star Stephen Reynoldson came out firing.
Geelong 1-1, Richmond 1 straight goal. Oh, Reynoldson, what a play! A magnificent mark by Reynoldson.
Mark Yates has got the chance and does it with pace and skill and strength. Down it goes towards Reynoldson. Reynoldson in trouble. Oh, what a splendid mark.
Rawlings with the other number 22, Jeffries. Jeffries wins from a backward position. And intercepted by Barry Rawlings. Goes for full forward and back in defence. Ian Nankervis drops the mark. Waitman for Richmond. Over the top to Bartlett. Snapped for goal by Bartlett. And an opportunist goal to Hungry.
They haven't had too much of the ball, but their defence has been great. Well played by Welsh. Well, we got away with pace too. Instead, he's to have a long shot for goal. It is a long one. It is a good one. It is a brilliant one. He's put it through. Telly had the cheek to look amazed. Pete gets yet another kick, and that's kick number 7. Down wide it goes, good leap in front, but here's Rains, a brilliant interceptor, out to Malthouse. Malthouse high in the air. Michael Turner, an awkward one, but took it splendidly with courage and skill.
The Cats taking control after the main break, adding 6 goals to 3 to run out 30-point winners and hang on to 3rd spot, while the Tigers' premiership defence was now in jeopardy.
Plays on, great handball to Neil, goal coming up, Blake in the goal square. What football, Geelong!
Certainly worth recording for posterity. That was beautiful football.
Right there. On the ball today.
A vital game at Waverley to kick off round 16, with both Fitzroy and North Melbourne struggling to keep their finals hopes alive. The Roos staring down the barrel at their 6th straight loss, while the Lions were looking to continue their sudden run of form, which had seen them win 3 of their last 4 and revive their faint September dreams.
Lewis. Good work by the big man, and he kicks truly. Good goal.
Circled out of trouble, a nice long hand pass, goes to Costa Poynton, a right foot kick up towards the full forward position. What's Bernie going to do? Try to keep it in play successfully. Oh, the big fella Lewis didn't know what to do with it, back to McMahon. Goal, and that's pretty good football. The big fella Lewis did know what to do with it.
Rendell's got a wall of players in front of him. Quinlan. Well done, Bernie. Yes, the Lions' 5th goal.
Drives it up towards centre half forward. Plenty of Fitzroy players there, and it's big fellow Hansen who has marked the ball. Kicks it out wide to the flank, looking for Bernie Quinlan, who's out there on his own, made position very well. Had plenty of time to give a beautiful lead out here to, it looks like Thornton. Kicked it back to McMahon. He's well within kicking distance, only 35 metres away. Bit of an angle, as you can see. Goal umpire looks good because he's walking straight up to the middle.
Fitzroy increasing their lead at every change to win by 34 points and suddenly find themselves within a game of the top 5. North's 6th straight loss, enough for Malcolm Blight to resign as captain coach, handing the reins over to former star Barry Cable. Meanwhile at Princes Park, reigning premiers Richmond were fighting for their season survival as they faced the 4th-placed Hawks.
Dropping a bit short, Bartlett. Oh, nearly had it spent. Sarah, hand pass, he doesn't need it. That's a great goal by Sarah. Heed. Half-back flank, goes right across the half-back line. Nicely done as he finds Kennedy. Oh, Manane in a lot of trouble. Well played by Timpany, a chance to score a goal. He sinks it in. and it's offline and through from behind. Richmond 79, Hawthorn 64, early seconds of this last quarter. Nugent, he wins out that time. Brains, Tuck, kicks into the back of Strawn. Nugent goes back to Tuck, he fires for goal, and he's kicked it. Malthouse easily does it. Sarah, nearly. Mew, Sarah pounces on it, gets away, in towards centre half forward. Lee.
Strawn walks away with the ball straight down the centre of the field, passes all the Hawthorn centre men across to the big fella Lee, was grabbed around the neck but will play on to Jess. Jess at half forward. A long kick, Bartlett. Not this time. He has another chance, though. Can he use his brilliance? The handball to Rawlings.
Richmond turning it on in the final term, slamming on 8 goals to 3 to run out 45-point winners and join the Hawks on 10 wins. Reigning Coleman medalist Michael Roach unstoppable, finishing with 9 goals on his way to 86 for the season. But the match of the day was at Victoria Park, with more than 30,000 fans squeezing in to see first host second. And it was the Blues who started the better, booting the only 3 goals of the opening term.
Third shot for goal, and this will make it. He's done it.
Cormac to the outer side, a magnificent kicker at the football. Harms a big leap. No, it's Hunter, Ken Hunter. To centre half forward. Shaw, good mark. Gee, worked himself in a good position then on Whitman. A lead by Craig Davis. Shaw goes for distance right towards the goal square. Mostly Carlton back there, and Hunter marks again.
Beckett goes past McConville, picked up by Howell. Howell to McConville, brilliant football. Open goal, have a shot McConville, which he does. It bounces through.
Oh, no, it hasn't.
It will be kicked through this time by Ashman. They thought it had gone through too. It's a goal to Ashman.
Well, it hadn't gone 10 metres, no mark paid, but Moore didn't need a mark to be paid. Look at the skipper. Out to Byrne on centre wing. Over the top, beautifully.
But the Magpies wouldn't be denied, coming from 20 points down at the main break to slam on 6 goals in 9 minutes and lead by 16 points at the final change. The Pies would eventually hang on in a 1-point thriller to give them a seemingly insurmountable 2-game break at the top of the table.
He loves to really roost it.
A massive game at the MCG to kick off round 17 between the only 2 teams outside the top 5 still with a legitimate chance of breaking in, Richmond and Fitzroy. And it was the Tigers who exploded out of the blocks, slamming on 7 goals to 1 in the opening term.
It's a long spiral torpedo to Fitzroy's half-forward flank. Behind the pack, the chances there for McMahon. Awkward bounce, but back it comes to him. Shoots for goal and rams it through. A magnificent kick by David McMahon.
Outpointed Strawn completely. To Carlson, put him under pressure, but he gives it beautifully to Conlon. He could run in and kick a goal. Should have had a bounce, I thought, but goes long and kicks a goal. Second goal by Conlon. That was fantastic.
Conlon's going to run past his... Oh! Fist out to Strawn. Conlon sends it down to Quinlan, and Quinlan takes the mark on the half-forward flank right in front of the members.
Quinlan has kicked 3 and obviously believes he's a chance here. It's a very testing shot. Roach kicked one from here earlier. And Quinlan has repeated the dose with a gem. A magnificent goal by Quinlan.
Out towards Carlson.
But with their season on the line, the Roys rallied bravely to reply with 8 goals to 1 in the second quarter to revive their chances. In the end, David McMahon's goal at the 27-minute mark of the final term gave the Lions an amazing 1-point victory, moving them to within striking distance of the top 5.
He kicks for goal and he kicks it beautifully.
Meanwhile at Moorabbin, Essendon were laying their claim for a shot at the double chance as they faced the Saints. And they got away well, courtesy of Mercurial rover Tony Bahagia.
Bahagia, a good gather. Knocked up the ground by Cox. Mildenhall. Taken away by Bahagia. Runs towards goal. Long kick. A chance. A great goal by Tony Bahagia. Neil Danaher. Justin Madden. Very heavy black ball now. Elphinston, a freak mark. Essendon in attack. Comes to the back to Foreman. He's real Foreman material today. Right to the goal square. Fowler there again. We're done. And what a mark. And has had a loaf since then. Fairing to full forward. St Kilda mark.
what a mark that was by the one and only Trevor Barker.
The Bombers led the dogged Saints at every change, ultimately running out 17-point winners to all but secure their finals berth under first-year coach Kevin Sheedy with their 11th straight win.
Half-back flank.
At Kardinia Park, the third-place Cats were hosting the fifth-placed Hawks in a pivotal game for Hawthorn's September hopes.
Yes, a good juggling mark.
Another bad bounce. Good knock there by Davies. Chance for Geelong now. Whitcomb taps it on, but Robertson, and the bounce didn't favour him at all. Terry Bright gets it. Gets a long handball to the running Neil on the half-forward line now with a goal open in front of him. It'll just about make the distance. Beauty!
Hawks going pretty well. That's Howard. That's his fourth kick. Looking for Moncrief. He's got to do something sooner or later. Matthews off the pack. Goal! Matthews. Great play.
This is Nankervis, a beautiful side step. The long kick down to Reynoldsson. He's playing very well. He's almost going unimpeded that time from Kennedy. It's his fourth mark. Kennedy playing against him at centre half back. Beautiful long kick to Blake. The big fellow's got it.
Geelong by 2 points. Payton. He and Nankervis into the centre where players will have to come in and meet it. Oh, great mark. That was Robertson.
The game hung in the balance for the opening three quarters, but it was Geelong who finished the stronger with 4 goals to 2 to claim a crucial 14-point win, despite this effort from Peter Knights right on the final siren.
Scratching everything in. Kennedy kicks the ball deep into attack. Knights! Oh, that was a great mark. Right on the siren with Hawthorn trailing by 2 points.
The Cats then headed to Princes Park for the round 18 match of the day against Carlton. It was second versus third, and this game loomed as vital in the race for the minor premiership and the double chance. And it was the Blues who came out firing.
Gone in the second quarter, and that's a 7 goals to advantage to Carlton. They were doing it so well. Bruns kicks it down towards the half-forward line. One hand or two, it makes no difference to this fellow. Carlton doing it well there. 4-2 to 1-3. Fourth kick coming up the peak as he drives into the half-forward line, and nearly a mark to Blake. Notices the umpire stolen by Bruns. Drives up towards a full-forward position. Cats defence under pressure. Kick in really blustery conditions. Reynoldsson pressed. Featherby the rover. Up to full forward. Mossop. Spoiled by Howe. Ingles the rover. Well tackled Mossop. Good play. Very good play. Men are giving Geelong a lesson. Knocked away by Jeffries. Down towards Bright. He has been one of Geelong's good players. There's his kick down towards the full-forward position. And it might bounce through. There's his kick down towards the full-forward position. McClure from the back. Oh! Has kicked 2 today for Carlton. This could be their 17th and give them a 7-goal lead. And that's his third.
Carlton setting up the win in the opening term and then cruising away to register a 33-point victory. This screamer from Boom West Australian recruit Peter Bosusto ultimately judged to be the 1981 Mark of the Year. Meanwhile at Arden Street, it was the rejuvenated Kangaroos under new coach Barry Cable who exploded in the opening term to lead the Saints by 50 points at quarter time.
Out to right. Over the top. Good play. Holtz. North Melbourne. Great play. Hodgman. McCann. Right there. Done. Holtz. Good goal. Good goal, Holtz.
It's a shade on the defence side of the centre. And players on both sides are kicking the ball long with this howling gale. That's a howling gale of a kick too. Magnificent.
White's down in the goal area by himself. Elvinson doubling back. White up. Oh, not quite. Spencer off the pack. Goal. North Melbourne, their 16th. Back to Burns again. That's good play by the Saints. Won't make it. Oh, great mark by Gorozides.
But try as they might, the Saints couldn't reel in the deficit. Malcolm Blight unstoppable for the second week in a row after quitting as coach. 8 goals to Blight following up his 11 against the Dogs the previous week. The Roos home by 32 points.
Another goal. Oh, that was an absolute gem.
Robert Walls looking
At the Junction Oval, Fitzroy faced Hawthorn in a showdown for the precious 5th spot. First-year coach Robert Walls looks suitably nervous with so much on the line for both sides. But he needn't have worried as his side powered to an early lead as the Hawks felt the pressure.
And he's put it one behind. Henry again. Really didn't play that at all well. Out it goes a hand pass to McCarthy. McCarthy a good 60 metres down to David McMahon. Oh, good mark. Have to play it. Alexander's got the chance. He's a changed man, this big Ron. He's marking better this year than he's ever marked, and here comes the super boot. Sends a driving kick looking for Carlson. Perfect. And Carlson made the best of it.
Henry leading at half forward in front of McCarthy, who's beaten him so far. Henry soccers away. McCarthy, look at the pace of Michael Conlon. He has come from nowhere to gather that ball. Down the boundary line, Mew, a great mark to Chris Mew.
No, it's Poynton. Drives a long one downfield. Russo and McMahon and Knights. Mark number 4 over the top.
That's his 6th mark. To centre half forward with his kick. Knights! Peter Knights vintage.
Fitzroy's 27-point quarter-time lead proving to be decisive. And despite Hawthorn's best efforts, it was the Lions who came away with a 12-point win. The Roys into the top 5 after winning 6 of their last 7.
Snap and puts it through.
Gave a hand pass out to a teammate.
Round 19 was a week of off-field controversy as 32 senior field umpires resigned to be replaced by junior rookies for the weekend. Richmond headed to Moorabbin sitting outside the top 5 on percentage. A win was vital to stay in touch with Fitzroy and Geelong, and the Tigers came out fully committed. But the Saints hit back hard, booting 6 unanswered goals in the second term to go to the half-time break with a 10-point lead.
Oh, what a good mark.
Oh, was it ever? Looks as though it's going to go out there to that new player for Richmond, and that is Martin, who got the ball up towards the half-forward line. Oh, what a mark! Courageous mark. Cunningham drives it down towards the full forward position. Oh, what a shot! What a goal! Parker!
Cunningham to Milton Hall. Oh, and again, they've lost it, but Thomas backs up. Bangs the big one down the ground. What a kick! What a goal! Grant Thomas.
A good long kick by Robertson down into the goal square, but charging across and knocking the ball out of the boundary line was Trevor the Buck.
The second half was tight and tough, with both sides showing plenty of desperation. But in the end, Richmond's experience and poise carrying them to a heart-stopping 6-point win and keeping their premiership defence alive.
Up and away through, it should be a goal to Richmond, and it is. One kick, hand pass, and another kick, and Richmond are in front.
And with the 4th place Geelong hosting the 5th place Fitzroy at Waverley, the Tigers knew that one of the teams directly above them had to lose. It was a massive game for both sides, with the loser under enormous pressure to hold their top 5 spot.
Eventually, they should have been out of trouble a minute ago. Whitcomb up the centre wing, good kick, Bruce Nankervis.
He's played an excellent game as Nankervis. He's really bundles the kicks in front. Thornton. Oh, Bruns! Oh, Bruns over Thornton was a sensational leap. Probably the shortest man on the ground.
And is marking better at this stage of his career than ever, and I can only go along with it.
Yes.
3rd mark for the quarter, Ron Alexander. This is only 15 metres short of goal. Quinlan! Poynton in front. Blake the spoil, but doesn't get fist of ball. Oh, it goes to Conlon. Danger here. On to Quinlan, and he should goal from the attacking pocket. Good kick.
The Cats booted 7 goals into the win to seize a 36-point lead at half-time, and despite a gallant effort from the Lions, went on to register a crucial 15-point victory. Geelong now a game clear in 4th, while the Lions crashed from 5th to 7th, a game behind Richmond.
Geelong, and an important goal into the win.
A chance now for...
The Magpies had surrendered top spot to Carlton after losing to Essendon in round 18, so a strong showing against the Roos was needed to keep the Bombers at bay in 3rd spot.
Hodgman to Kelly. Oh, it was a good mark by Pickett, and he's knocked the gas out of himself.
And 15 metres for some reason on the attacking side of the centre circle. The Breeze gets it, carts it out towards... Banks got up high, interfered with Dempsey. But the mark has been taken by Wiedemann, and it's going to be McCormack's free kick against Malcolm Blight, who has only scored 2 goals today, and McCormack has played
very well indeed. Kink. Yes.
Dacos boots Collingwood forward. Oh, Wiedemann almost at the back of the Packers' bank, swinging around onto his left foot. Chips it across beautifully to King.
The Magpies rallying from a 26-point quarter-time deficit to eventually overpower the Kangas and claim a vital 24-point win.
Doesn't have a look, but he fires it towards goal. It bounces truly, and there's Collingwood's third.
So, by the end of round 19, the race for the final 5 was wide open, with Carlton, Collingwood and Essendon locked in a battle for the minor premiership, and Richmond, Hawthorn and Fitzroy slugging it out for the 5th and final spot. Round 20 saw the race tighten even further, with Collingwood wounding Richmond's hopes with a thrilling 5-point win at the MCG. This also gave the Pies a 1-game break at the top of the ladder and a stranglehold on the minor premiership after Essendon's controversial 1-point win over Carlton. The Blues had led by 26 points at the 20-minute mark of the final term. But when Carlton skipper Mike Fitzpatrick lost the ball for time wasting and Neil Danaher slammed on 3 quick goals, the Bombers snuck home for their 14th straight win. Geelong cruised past South to stay in the race for the double chance, while the Hawks leapfrogged back over Richmond and into 5th with a narrow win over St Kilda. Fitzroy also jumped over the Tigers with their big win over Footscray, while North smashed Melbourne in the only game that didn't have final 5 repercussions.
Mackay, or nearly.
Carlton headed to Waverley to face North in round 21, knowing they had to win to have any hope of snatching the minor premiership back from Collingwood. And 7 unanswered goals in the second term really got the Carlton machine rolling.
Carlton 62, North Melbourne 30 as Dents kicks the ball back into play, this time down to Glendinning. Good mark. Clever stuff there with a one-hander. What a great play.
McCann dropping back. Wilson for the crumbs. Wilson nearly the mark. Schimmelbusch from the side. Spencer. Wilson, who's really put in since half-time. And that's a darn good goal kick by Wilson. On to Ashman. Over the top to Johnston. Although Southby's going past, he fakes the hand pass, but Johnson will be his target, but the kick directionally not good. Fitzpatrick with Demetrio over the top. Oh, that was good, strong play by Reeves. Glascott, Southby. Glendinning with Howell doubling back. Oh, great mark, Glendinning in these conditions. Kelly up to half forward. That's Portolotto showing a ton of dash. Watch him go. Oh, to Ashman beautifully. Great disposal in the wet. Portolotto. Great stuff. A short chip pass. In towards the pocket. Portolotto follows on. This will be a great goal if he can kick it. He's followed the ball right there. Oh, he's hit the post. Unbelievable play from the centre half back. Bryant uses his weight well. Demetrio, who scored their last goal, they scored Dobbs' last goal, is in hot pursuit of Mayland. He throws himself down, but Mayland recovers best. Gets it out towards Glascott. Glascott wearing Brian Kirk's old Guernsey. Down towards Basasto. Oh, great mark, Basasto. Reeves. Now he'll want support. There's nothing much here for him. Oh, good play. Basasto put his body in with a lot of gusto. Gets the ball out towards Buckley. Down towards half forward. This deserves a goal for Carlton, the way they've worked this ball. Oh, great tackle by Johnston.
The Blues cruising to a comfortable 22-point win to keep the pressure on the Magpies at the top of the table.
Long handball to 2 of his teammates. Ashman, look at the class of the Rover. Brownlow medal contender. And a beautiful goal.
It's a good start by Hawthorn. 13 minutes.
Carlton's win meant that Collingwood had to defeat the 5th-place Hawks to hold their 1-game buffer on top. But it was the Hawks fighting for their final survival who flew out of the blocks to snatch a 22-point quarter-time advantage.
Call coming from inside, from Tuck onto the left boot. Matthews from behind. Oh, yes, lethal! What a fantastic mark. Alan Goad. Inside. He was looking for Ablett, but Davies took it. Back to Goad. This is better by the Hawks. Now on to Ablett. Long, mighty kick. Another one to the Hawks. Named on a wing today. And he's on wing position now. Kicks up towards half forward. Moore sets himself. Oh, big leap, and what a fine mark by Wiedemann.
Had a man on his mark, and so the 15-metre penalty comes out. Graham Allen takes the kick up towards the full-forward position. Flying again, and it looks like Banks to me.
O'Halloran well spoiled by Stewart. In goes Payton. So does Banks. Now Davis. Good shepherd, Ray Shaw. Long shot, Davis.
This is home.
Dacos Shepherds, goal to Collingwood. Out to Davis. And Collingwood really starting to lift. Onto Irwin, onto Stewart. And this is good stuff from the Woods. The big fellow runs with
But the Magpies hit back hard in the second term, adding 6 goals to 1 to lead by 11 points at the major break.
That customary judgment. Fine mark. Good attempt, but taken by Allen to Smith on his wrong foot. So he hand passes to Irwin. Up to the wing. Knights and King. This will be interesting. King, yes! Got the leap, couldn't take the mark. Stewart to Shaw. To Shaw. In fact, it was Magro. Flying shot by Magro. Goal!
Gets up towards the half-forward line where we see little Scott Wade with the ball. Gave it across towards Goad. His kick is wide out there towards the half-forward flank. We will see Ablett get it. Ablett's kick is pretty high. We don't want any more rain. And the ball thumps to the ground. Magro came through. Picked up. Wow, beautiful football from Williams across to Irwin. Collingwood in full flight again. And what a mark to Dacos! Being held by Polkinghorne. Still clever enough and brilliant enough to grab it with one hand. She's an exciting player, this fellow. Wiedemann in front. The
second half was all Collingwood as the Pies slammed on 14 goals to 4. Hawthorn crashing from 5th to 7th, courtesy of this 76-point belting.
Ray Shaw in front, knocked away beautifully by Russo, but Collingwood into the van. Good play by Olsen, who's just come on near the change bench. Dacos' kick is smothered. It's close to the boundary line, picked up by the Weed, and the Weed has a miracle shot. A miracle.
Under Hounsell.
Essendon's fate minor premiership hopes needed them to account for South Melbourne at Windy Hill, and the Dons seized control right from the opening bounce.
2-on-2. Fine mark and defence by Merritt. League footballer, Silvio Fascini. He looks good. Oh, big thump by Terry Danaher. Intercepted by Max James. Could be a second goal coming up. Great kick by Max James, and he's kicked all of South Melbourne's score into the wind.
Out to the little man, Budgie. He sends it wide downfield. Van der Haar, courageous leaper, and a beautiful mark taken over the top of him. Had all the run, and it's nicely taken by Dennis Carroll.
Oh, great gather by Schultz. Fowler, over the top he goes. Tap forward by Foles. Good football, Gary Foles. Bangs for goal. Great stuff, Gary Foles, and he kicks his 4th goal. Anyway, it doesn't matter, because Essendon are there in numbers. Fields comes out with it. Kick the goal from here. Look out. Beautiful pass, and Bahagia on his chest. And that is magnificent football, Neville Field.
Merritt's been a more than adequate fullback and beautifully gathered in by Terry Danaher. Brilliantly disposed to Stoneham. Down it goes towards Van der Haar's minister. That's his 4th brilliant mark for the term. Off goes the Flying Dutchman. Sends it across, and Madden will take it. What a superb piece of play.
The Bombers sending a message to the rest of the competition, annihilating South to the tune of 111 points, registering their 15th straight win to firm as a genuine premiership contender.
Schultz to Fowler, should be a goal. Ducks a tackle, snaps, great Essendon goal. Ian Nankervis beaten to it by Carey. Good play.
Round 22 loomed as one of the most exciting home and away rounds ever, with 19 different final 5 possibilities still up in the air. Essendon and Geelong met at Waverley to decide the double chance. The winner would progress to the qualifying final, while the loser would head for the elimination final.
Snap by Neil, and a great goal by Geelong.
And he's at the half-forward line. Bahagia a little bit short, but in the back pocket, or the dead pocket. Madden missed it. Bahagia pounces on it. Runs into an open goal. Can he keep going? Oh, a gentle handball to throw, and it's a goal.
11 minutes gone in the last quarter. Essendon lead by a point as Gary Malarkey kicks in. Straight up the ground. Simon Madden. Umpire paid it.
It's a bad kick, though, over the arms of Hawker for Essendon, and then he gets a lead there from Foles. From Terry Danaher. Danaher gets a lead from Fields at the back. Oh, mark, a brilliant mark of Madden. Just came back on the field, the skipper. They've been nursing him for a moment or two because he is a match winner.
Essendon's charmed run ending at 15 straight wins, with the Cats home in a thriller by 8 points to steal the double chance from the Bombers by less than 2%.
By Andrews, great pass to Peake. Peake, long kick for goal, and it's home.
At
to 7. Gets it to Serafini into the centre. Thought about a hand pass to Quinlan, but goes into centre half forward. A high kick at land about 12 metres out from goal. Picking underneath it. It takes it.
Damage done in that opening term. Collingwood seeing its minor premiership flash before its eyes as Fitzroy celebrated a huge upset 26-point win.
Oh, Wilson up behind did nothing. Smartin gives it back here towards Strong.
So all eyes turned to the MCG as Richmond hosted Carlton. The Tigers needed a decent win to squeeze past Fitzroy on percentage, while the win to the Blues would hand them the minor premiership. More than 64,000 fans were on hand in a finals-like atmosphere.
Great football from Roach and Buck.
He had to pay one.
Had to find one somewhere, Dick.
Yes, he picked the man making the ball his object, and that was English. He kicks towards the lead by Johnson. Fine mark, Brian Wood. Superb mark.
Malthouse picks the ball up, kicks it back towards the half-back line. Good mark. Oh, Marlon got him a little bit of a hammer, and that'll be a 30-metre. Kicks coming up for Robert Wiley. Sore here tonight. His kick is well delivered. Hunter. Oh, Jimmy Jess! What a great mark!
A fumbly old mark. But he's got it, nevertheless. He was the most surprised man in the park. Lead by Basusta. Does he honour the lead? Yes, he does.
Landy. Harms leads in the race for the ball. Puts it away, but it's picked up for Carlton by Rolls. And here he is. Mercurial Basusta.
Carlton leading at every change, ending Richmond's premiership defence and claiming the minor premiership and week's rest with a comfortable 27-point win.
Curling back. It's curling back. It's a goal.
I think it is, Dick.
Both Essendon and Fitzroy had stormed into September in 1981, the Bombers winning 15 straight before losing to Geelong in the final round, while the Lions had won 9 of their last 11. More than 58,000 fans flocked to Waverley and saw Robert Walls' side seize the early ascendancy.
Blowing the whistle in anticipation. Not quite as difficult an angle as this, but this is difficult. Left footer again. He's done pretty well. And that's another freak goal. Evan Sheedy must be a bit worried with the form of his Bombers at the moment. Thump to the front of the pack. Gathered by Francis. No man's land at centre wing. Stoneham's doing well. Taken by Quinlan, who gets through. He doesn't get through. Stoneham follows him. Lewis, good hand pass out. Carlson on the opposite side of the ground now. On to Herbert. Herbert from the forward pocket. Good kick. Good football, Fitzroy.
Brilliant player, this young man. Alexander doing well too. Gets his left boot to the ball and doesn't cover much distance. Here's an opportunity for Timothy. Gets a hand pass brilliantly across towards Foles. He's a beautiful kick normally. That's no exception. Oh, wow.
Gets it out here towards Crow.
And Crow's been quite magnificent. Balks very cleverly. Then sends a long one looking for Captain Simon Madden. He's done it. That's the first sorter we've seen from this brilliant player. Gary Foles. Sends it high. Alexander goes for the punch. Can't make it. Out it comes to Crow. Crow to Van der Haar is good football. Van der Haar shoots for goal. Hooks it back and hooks it very well. The Flying Dutchman did it brilliantly.
Half forward flank. Essendon in attack. They can't win it from here. Throwing himself in it. That one was Dinell. The hand pass comes forward from Simon Madden to Bahagia. Bumped aside by Parrish, and then Bahagia bumps another one aside, runs for goal and snaps. What a freak goal by Tony Bahagia.
But it was Fitzroy living to fight another week, ending Essendon's promising 1981 with a 15-point win.
To Harris, his kick comes up here towards the forward line. Where's a chance for Conlon? Gets the ball across here to Gary Wilson. A left foot snap coming up. It's a goal.
Meanwhile, at the MCG, Collingwood faced Geelong in front of 84,000 fans. The winner getting a crack at minor premiers Carlton in the second semi. Collingwood had won their last 3 encounters against the Cats, all by 3 goals or less. And this was a game punctuated by fantastic marking from both sides.
And look at the stride of the giant and the beautiful disposal too to full forward. Oh, great catch at the back of the pack there. Banks, bad shape at the moment, but they seem to settle down a little more now. the back of the pack. What a mark. Beautiful mark there to McCormack.
Collingwood 35, Geelong 8. A short kick out to Featherby. His first kick for the match. Players on quickly. No one there for the moment. Yes, Jeffries dropping back. Oh, good mark, Jeffries. It's got to be paid.
And he's got Worthington very worried at the moment, but for Geelong, they cannot kick straight. 1 goal, 4. And that's not a good one. It won't make the distance. Oh, beautiful catch. Mark Yates.
Mossop calling foot once again. That's his target. Dropping a bit short. Doesn't matter. The other man's there. Rendleson. Tui. Ridden to the ground. Taylor. Barham and Whitcomb. Barham, his eyes on the ball. Good mark, Ricky Barham. Mossop. Tony Shaw, if he can get it out to Picken. Kink there for support if he wants him. Peter Moore, sun in his eyes. A big chance for Collingwood. Oh! Jeffries, an unbelievable saving mark for the Cats. Unbelievable.
After a sluggish start, which saw them trail the Magpies by 18 points at the first change, the Cats clicked into top gear, fighting back to register a 14-point win. Star ruckman John Mossop unstoppable with 7 goals.
After 2 minutes of play in the second quarter, Mossop and Moore beats them both, taken away by Smith of Collingwood. A long spearing kick, Blake underneath it. There'll be chance for Morrison behind. It beats them more, punched away by the Cats, goes down towards Neil, gets his knee to it, picked up by Boss. Boss's kick up towards full forward, Moore backing back, Mossop over the top, another great mark.
And so it was Fitzroy squeezing past Essendon to face Collingwood in the cutthroat first semi-final, while Geelong's win saw them progress to the second semi-final to face Carlton for a berth in the grand final. But first, to the MCG, and more than 85,000 fans packed the home of football to see whether it would be Collingwood or Fitzroy keeping their premiership dreams alive in the first semi-final. The two sides had met twice during 1981, with Collingwood victorious by 26 points in round 1 before the Roys turned the tables to prevail over the Magpies in the final round just a fortnight earlier. Bookies had the Lions entering the game as favourites, but it was Collingwood with a flying start, leading by 21 points at quarter time before Fitzroy steadied and worked their way back into the contest. We're going to pick up play 19 minutes into the second term, Collingwood's lead back to just 3 points.
Cormac right down the middle. Oh, good confident play. Clayton versus Kink, and Clayton outpointed the more illustrious Collingwood man with ease. Wobbly old kick, Byrne from behind. Oh, Picken. Not paid. Now Barham. And the grass burners away again. Past the members stand he goes. Carlson chasing well. Up towards Kink. This time he's got it. Over the shoulder. Just about held the mark long enough anyway. Or held the ball long enough. From half-forward flank. Long one. Out comes Worthington. And Brewer. Paid. It's paid. In the forward pocket. And he could kick a goal from there. The angle is fairly severe, but Brewer certainly knows where the 7-metre gap between the big sticks is. And he's only about 30 metres out. Lovely kick, magnificent goal by Brewer. His first, Collingwood 7, and the Woods lead by 19 points.
Collingwood maintaining their 3 goals advantage. They're, in fact, 19 points up at the 20-minute mark in the second term. And Atkin doing well on the ruck, and he beats Alexander again. This is Smith for Fitzroy with the head guard on, with the strike on it. Brilliant play here by Davis. The shot for goal, 50 metres out. That's good.
Atkin again. Lewis, but Atkin wins out. Not an effective punch. Knock on by McMahon. It goes to Picken, who's playing his best game in about 7 or 8 weeks. Smith has played a tremendous game at centre half-back. That's his 6th mark. Plays on. Out towards Harris. Byrne trying to jostle for the front position. But while that's going on, Picken comes in with the superb judgment of a player that's played many finals matches and saves for Collingwood. Half-back line. Looking for Williams. A good pass right on Williams' chest. Defensive side of the centre circle. Inboard now. Looking for Davis. Barham feeding off the pack. A good bounce here. Barham getting away from Taylor. Fires to the goal. Oh, great goal, Ricky Barham. An unbelievable goal.
Great play, Craig Davis too.
Barham's 2nd goal
and Collingwood's third in about 2.5 minutes.
Poised on the knife edge as the first semi-final. Collingwood leading by 11 points.
A wonderful final term in this knockout first semi-final. Oh, right to Atkin, and he's fumbled it and lost it. The Fitzroy players have got him. It was Barham scooped out the back, but it's a throw. It was a throw. You can't do that. He lifted it with the hand, and Quinlan. Now this would be an enormous goal if he can kick it from Super Boot. He won't. It's dropping short. Rendell. Atkin for Collingwood.
Who's come of age today, onto Taylor. Dacos. Around the half-back line, dropping a bit short. Nearly Clayton, but the mark, yes, being paid. Clayton had the job on kick at Victoria Park a couple of weeks ago and did it very well. Olsen. Oh, it beat the pack. Parrish. Manane. 25 metres out. Which way will it go? The right way. A goal to Fitzroy. Kicked by Lee Manane, his second.
He's a pretty handy performer. 10.5 minutes gone last quarter. Taylor to Dacos. Atkin. Well done, the big fellow out of the centre he goes. Up towards Worthington. O'Neill a good spoil. Into open territory it bounces. Well captured Williams. Well done by Mark Williams. Worthington loses it. Now Neville Taylor. Carlson in pursuit. And it stays in for him. Nicely onto Wilson. Few metres up his sleeve now. Nicely inside to Francis. To Clayton. And away go the Roys. Long to half forward. Toomey in front. Cool. Good mark.
Very deliberate player is Michael Toomey. Formed very well against Quinlan in the first half particularly, but Quinlan's got back into it. 15 kicked to David Toomey, and a fine mark in front of Smith to Davis, and a 15-metre penalty against... Oh, it's not going to Davis, it's going to Manane. Gee, he's lifted since he...